Welcome to another episode of Study in Ireland. আজি আমি কথা পাতিম Dhritica Boraৰ লগত. Dhritica ঘৰ গুৱাহাটীত, and Dhritica has recently completed her Masters of Engineering in Biomedical Science from UCD. Dhritica, welcome to the show. খুব ভাল লাগিছে তোমাৰ লগত কথা পাতি আজি.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Dhritica. So আমি আজি কথা পাতিম তোমাৰ জাৰ্নি অসমৰ পৰা আয়াৰলেণ্ডলৈকে কেনেকৈ আহিলা, তোমাৰ MS-ৰ যিটো জাৰ্নি ইন আয়াৰলেণ্ড কি ধৰণৰ আছিলে, বাট shall we start with a brief introduction? তোমাৰ অকমান যদি চিনাকিটো দি দিয়া.
Sure. So I'm born and raised in Guwahati, but originally মই নগাঁও হয়. মই schooling 10th লৈকে St. Mary's Higher Secondary School Guwahati Club পৰা কৰিছো, and after that 11-12 Cotton College, and মই 2014 Cotton College pass কৰিছো, আৰু immediately I enrolled myself in BTech Biomedical Engineering in Northeastern Hill University Meghalaya.
Okay.
So my 2018 BTech graduate, and then immediately after that I joined an NGO called Pradhan. So it was actually an international NGO, but my do biomedical asilo, but they mainly worked in agriculture and water replenishment projects, which are mainly funded by the World Bank. But still, I was mainly working in establishing health and sanitation department in rural areas.
Okay.
And tate kaam kori thakute 9 months or around 9 months of time on my masters or karne offer palu UCD para, and then I left my job and came to Ireland for my masters.
Lovely. So I think মই সুধিব লাগিব এই প্ৰশ্নটো, এই কোৱেশ্চনটো যে what prompted you to plan for masters after your bachelor's?
So actually more মই যেতিয়া গৈছিলো mainly BTech কাৰণে admission হ'ব, so my focus again was IT, কাৰণ IT টো বহুত বেছি blooming হয় ইণ্ডিয়াত, but তেতিয়া মই biomedical engineering টো কথাও গম পালো, and it appeared কি biomedical engineering actually বহুত বেছি broad area হয়, and it includes like nanomechanics, তাৰপিছত instrumentation, আৰু যদি কোনোবাই again যদি বেছি software related inclined হয়, then again 3D modeling and সেইবোৰ বহুত dynamics আছিলে, and BTech টো mainly সব area অলপ part আমাৰ লগত মানে introduce কৰাই দিয়ে, কাৰণ 4 years সব partত excel কৰা possible নহয়.
Right.
So masters was always kind of a plan ki jodi biomedical পঢ়িম, and jodi হসাকে hetu field যাব বিচাৰিছো, তো masters is really necessary. So hetu কাৰণে সদায় plan আছিলে.
Right. Absolutely. So my next question is around the planning process. Jita tumi bhabile I should come to, I should pursue my masters, and maybe what was that thought process? What was the planning process that went into it? Jita tumi, when you were planning your masters in Ireland particularly, how did you start?
So the thing is more junjan BTech or HOD asile, head of the department. So he did his PhD in one of the universities in Florida. So now already kind of introduced korisile ki okay, the very wide scope junto a broader asset related to biomedical, and to be honest biomedical to bahut besi notun course hoy junto itia introduced hoise, no doubt itia bahut besi IITs and all other universities has also opened up courses in biomedical, but dita moi start koisu dita iman nasile. So around, to be honest, it actually bahut besi long term process hoy, but I wanted to keep my options open. He karone moi GRE aru TOEFL duita ke aim kori pele prepare korisilo, because IELTS যদি US ত আমি এপ্লাই কৰিব যাওঁ তেতিয়া valid নহয় maximum universities. So হেতু কাৰণে GRE and TOEFL were my key courses that I was doing since the first year of my BTech. So mainly যোনটো এপ্লাই কৰা মানে বহুত practice sessions to লাগেই বাৰু, বহুত test prep modules লোৱা হৈছিলে, and লোৱাৰ পিছত I checked on the যোনটো GRE or TOEFL scores কোনখন কেনেকুৱা university কিমান cut off হলে যায়. last 5 years on.
Right.
And based on that, more preparation hemote solution. Obviously, like sabolaibo ki sob bostu ami sob university high schools are apply kobo nwaru because there are a lot of students applying every year and probability of getting is reduced. So hekarne moi basically tinta criteria set kori thosilo, like high scores around GRE karne 320 above or TOEFL 110 above. Medium scores around GRE karne 310 to 320, TOEFL 90 to around 110, and lower colleges for GRE score less than 300 or TOEFL 90. But maximum more focus to the medium score colleges because the opportunity is more. And baki higher and lower score colleges apply course, but minimum like 2-3 colleges in each criteria.
Right.
And again, তাৰপিছত আহিলে colleges য'ত খালি TOEFL scores to accept কৰে. So তেতিয়া I was like thinking about more Ireland, and then my colleges apply কৰিছিলো Australia as well, because more already department or professors and tate postdoc কৰি আছে, so I knew মানে collegeখন কেনেকুৱা হয়, so he recommended and I applied. So সেইটো কলেজখন choose কৰাৰ পিছত the next key role is to choose like কোনটো module কৰিম. So biomedical হলেও তাতেও বহুত বেছি wide variety থাকে ইয়াৰে courses বোৰ, like যদি কোনোবা মেনেজমেন্টৰ ৱেট যাব বিচাৰিছে বা related to more coding and programming, so কোনটো programme বেছি কোনটো modules offer কৰে. And heneke saute moi mainly focus korisilu junbu course at more like UCD junto masters program asle jo 2-year course hoy, and tita ihote ME degree dibo junto masters of engineering, and if in the future moi jodi India hibo bisaru, then it's still considered as masters of engineering.
Right.
So in looking after that, so my course apply course lo like Ireland bitor kobole gole UCD, NUIG, UCC, and mainly more UCD and NUIG বেছি focus asile কাৰণ সিহঁতৰ course to internship asile plus modules and plus the 1-year whole thesis to asile. So after that apply কৰাৰ পিছত মই UCD or NUIG offer পাইছিলো, and I went on for UCD because scholarship offer to বহুত বেছি মোৰ কাৰণে beneficial হয়, and then I took the help of Admisify to carry on the rest of the visa applications because it would legal documentation and things like that are there, so they helped me out with that.
Right. Oh, that sounds pretty extensive process at definitely planning অলপ সোনকালৰ আগৰ পৰা অকমান planning to দৰকাৰ পৰে.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I would say that.
Perfect. My next question will be around scholarships. So definitely the fees and the cost of living to cover scholarship plays a major role. To my experience কেনেকুৱা আছিলে?
So junto moi jetia apply কৰিছিলো UCD, so UCD is quite like quick in responding to students, so moi around December apply কৰিছিলো, and by January end moi titia like a offer to পাই গৈছিলো. So সিহঁতৰ এটা criteria থাকে কি I have to pay a deposit of 500 euros যাতে মই scholarshipৰ ফৰ্মটো মানে মই ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিব পাৰো বা এপ্লাই কৰিব পাৰো. Again হেতু immediately কৰিলে beneficial হয় because সিহঁতৰ application process around Feb বা starting of March start হৈ যায় scholarshipৰ, and scholarship to just 2-3 weeks কাৰণে application form to open থাকে, though the acceptance timeline for UCD is like till end of June, but scholarship application form to বহুত জলদি end হয়. So after they opened the portal for applying to scholarship, so I applied to UCD for the Global Excellence Scholarship, which is for the 100% VVG scholarship. There are other scholarships as well, like sports and to relevance basically, but more background asle. So I applied to only that.
So that's amazing, Dhritica, to hear that you are a recipient of 100% scholarship, the VVGiri Global Excellence Scholarship. Could you please elaborate upon how was the application process and what are the factors actually that contributed for receiving the full 100% scholarships?
So the application process is actually quite simple. So you have a portal open as application form, and then basically it's a simple kind of 5 or 6 questions, and mainly related to key why should you be given the scholarship, and if you are given the scholarship, how will it be helpful, or how will you serve the community or the country, and what the extra that you have that you should get. So there is nothing technical or এনেকুৱা কোনো একো right or wrong answers নাই সেইটোত ki this will add on, but it's mainly, I would say, ki maybe the whole profile, or they just want to see ki what are the things that you have achieved in your life other than, or in the period before you applied your masters, and how you are going to apply that knowledge in the future while you are going to be a student in UCD.
Right.
And in that matters, like how the tinta type of scholarship ase eta whole global excellence scholarship junto 50% tuition fees cover kore, and my how jeta UCD my initially ahisilu titia they organize kind of a event to all scholarship students like all over the world. They try to introduce to each other, and so that they can work together for various things. And like, to be honest, 50% scholarship, like many students get that. So it's kind of a very big opportunity that UCD gives. Then global excellence or ভিতৰতে আকৌ ভিভিগিৰিটো পৰে যোনটো 100% হয়, and then there is another scholarship যোনটো UCD নহয়, যোনটো all over Ireland, like whoever applies to any college in Ireland can apply. That is the government of Ireland. So that is the most beneficial one, tuition fees plus accommodation, but I guess that is given to only one student per year.
Okay. Wow. So the 100% scholarship that you received, did that cover your tuition fees plus the living expenses, or what was the entitlement around that scholarship?
Just my tuition fees.
Just your tuition fees. Okay.
Tuition
okay.
fees. So I guess there was another student in 1 year masters or karne ahisile. She also got the 100% scholarship, but her was a one year course, so hetu karne eko problem asile. But in my respect, since my is a 2 years course, so my second year to pabole karne my CGPA maintain kobo lagibo, plus my actively student union plus student staff committee member hobo lagibo, and things like that. Like there are a few things that I have to do to get it for the next year.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense though. Yeah. So that brings us to the last question, which is around job prospect in your space in medical engineering. So Ireland, what are the kind of job prospects in this space?
Medical sector, I would say, like Ireland is really like they have a huge prospect. Karan initially mainly mechanical and electronics engineers were there in this sector, and no doubt they are good. They're really well versed in whatever work they do, but the interaction between the device and the human body, they are not aware of that. So GTAPA Biomedical to introduce also, they definitely give preference to biomedical engineers because they are more aware of different regulations that are around to get so hekarne like the courses that we do related to biomedical tami MDR regulations by FDA for having a device approved and being marketed, so hebur ami already pohia hu, so hiator karne easy hoy jay than to recruit. So in that respect, I would say it has a very wide opportunity. Like I have my seniors who are from biomedical engineering, but still they are working with Intel to as a kind of a process engineers in those sectors as well. So, and then even someone from a non-biomedical background, like having studied engineering management or from IT background, are also working in those sectors because again, software development processes to thake bahut ebur systems companies are. So I would say it's actually quite fast.
Right. And at the same time, more researcher homot jikhini buji pai, so their core sector, core medical sector, bahut keta company ase, right? Medtronic, Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, I think bhal dangor office ase Ireland.
Yes, Pfizer. Then there is BD as well, BD Biomedical, and I guess Ireland to many small companies have also flourished under UCD, and jo hihote bahut new graduates are recruit kore.
Right.
So it's quite fast.
And at the same time, to me, recently passed out Korea, Dupet, you have recently joined Dupe as an engineer in their processing department. Yep. Right.
Yes.
So many congratulations, Dhritica, on that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think that brings us to the end of today's session. খুব ভাল লাগিলে Dhritica তোমাৰ লগত কথা পাতি, and আশা কৰো যিসকল ষ্টুডেণ্টছ অসমৰ পৰা আমাক চাই আছে, যিসকলে মেডিকেল ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিঙত হায়াৰ এডুকেশ্যন ল'বলৈ ভাবি আছে, তেওঁলোকে আজি এই ভিডিঅ'টো চাই ভালেখিনি উপকৃত হৈছে হয়তো। Thank you so much, Dhritica, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. আৰু ভাল লাগিলে কথা পাতি।
খুব ভাল লাগিছে তোমাৰ লগত আজি লগ পাই। For the audience, আমাৰ contact details এই ভিডিঅ'টোৰ এণ্ডত দিয়া গৈছে। So আপোনালোকে যদি আমাৰ লগত কণ্টেক্ট কৰিব বিচাৰিছে, প্লিজ ৰাইট টু us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dhritica. Bye.